This is Brian, and welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm gonna go ahead and give it another shot at the fight against Velius and Wiegraf. I don't think I'm gonna change anything yet, but if I don't get it done this time, I might actually change Agraeus back to a ninja. Just because the ninjas get their turn orders so quickly that might be useful. For now, I'm just gonna go in like we did last time, except I'm gonna hold these two back for a turn until, or just maybe see if I can get a more advantageous placement on the board for Velius so that they can get to him in their first turn, instead of just using a throw. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's get into it. And hopefully we make it through the first form against Wiegraf without too much trouble either. Probably it doesn't really matter where I put these guys at this point. There might be some fine-tuning with where I place them to maximize how they can get to attack Velius, but I don't memorize the positions in the board that well to be able to tell until I get into it. If I pay attention to it and remember what I did this time, maybe for my next attempt that could change things. I guess I'm already assuming I'm gonna fail. I probably shouldn't do that. Now, my options here kind of feel like it's still best to throw something here. Then it's just a matter of how far away do I want to move? Because if I just stay here, he's going to be able to come in and hit me with lightning stab. Without even moving, I think he could do it. If I move back one, then he has to at least move up to me. I think if I move back to like here, then I can get away from him and he won't be able to use Earth Slash on me. But then when he moves, I won't be able to get behind him either yet. I think either way, at some point, I probably need to accept that I'm going to have to tank a hit from lightning stab. Or there's Earth Slash. But if he can do it, that means I can do it. feel like things are kind of playing out the way they did last time, the way I'm doing it so far. I don't think this is close enough. No. Should be able to potentially throw at him at least, so. Yeah, damn it. Let's see, I think, if I can do enough damage to him here to finish it. It's a little bit of a gamble. Okay, that second hit came in and got him. And this is good, I think, as far as I wanted to have Ramza kind of far back here. If that matters as far as starting the second form. Because I think, yeah, Ramza moves up anyway, but I don't know if he moves up as far as he would have before, or if it really doesn't matter at all. I'm still not 100% sure on that. Sounds like a herd of cattle running in when the rest of my guys come in there. Now, since Ramza survived with more health this time, do I hold back? I think I still go in and just do as much damage with him as I can here, since he has the ability to move into range. And he does get this second attack in right away again. So we'll move him out of there and it'll make somebody waste a turn attacking him. Let's just wait right there. Probably need to have my guys split up a little bit so they don't all get targeted at once. And now where's he gonna move to? Okay, yeah, that's better. And I think from that range, he's only going to be able to hit Mustadio. If I move here, that'll probably put her in danger of it. So I should probably just wait as well. Yeah, I know at least one of those guys is going to go after Ramza, and that might be enough to finish him. They usually hit for somewhere around 100, I think, and he has 97. So it could be close. Okay, he survived one. It'll make another one of them target him this turn. And unless that has a chance of missing, which I don't think it does, that should do it. But Ramza put his work in. He's probably going to get taken out. He might also. What I should probably do here is move over here and haste Wyatt. I could do haste 2, which would hit both. But he's going to move by that point anyway. I just hope this actually hits him. Okay, good. Agrias can afford to take that. No, for now at least. Okay, here that comes in. That's going to take Mustadio out probably. I guess I should have had him move instead of just having him wait. Either way though, probably Velios was going to be able to get in range to hit somebody. I think I gotta just go up here and take this. It's 82%. And that should put him around 600 damage. Hopefully if I go up here, she can get lightning stab in. Yep. She can hit him with it. Around 700. I really need to get another attack with Wyatt in. Okay, that's fine. And it's not a back attack, but it's a side attack. So it's going to be 100%. All right, we got him. Just a little bit of luck, I feel like, was the only difference from last time. Well, a little bit of strategy from holding back, but we did sacrifice Mustadio. Whoa, you're just humans. We're finally gonna move on. I know, it's been a little while here. And there's another one of the stones. Yeah, those other guys just disappear. Alma. Congratulations. Only 14,000, but I guess that's just for Wigriff and Velios. Might be able to get more money if you actually took out some of the minions, but I just don't think you have enough time, unless you're really OP. Like, I guess one hit from a ninja might be able to knock one of those guys out. Yeah, everybody's been wiped out here. Although I don't see the main guy there, Barrington. Are you alright? Sword, where is it? Must beat him. Please give me some light. So dark. Can't see a thing. Don't worry. No need to fight anymore. Tell your brother the stone has evil power. He's not my father. The power made him Lucabe. Please don't try to talk. What Ramses said was true. The world will end if we don't kill him. Tell everyone. Time to fight. Must cooperate. Where's my sword? Can't move my arms. Don't worry. I saw his body in the hall. My brother killed him, so you don't need to fight. Really? That's a relief. The stone is in my jacket. Give it to your brother. Another one of the stones. I'll be sure to do that. Tired. Sleepy. Just rest now. Who's there? So here you are. I'll send you to the other side too. Don't fear. You won't suffer. What? Velius was killed? Your brother has the devil's own luck. Now, come here. Why is Virgo responding? You can't be. Very nice. I didn't expect to meet you here. I thought it would take 100 years to find you. I never dreamed you were the one. Stop. Let go of me. No need to fear. I won't kill you. Now come here. Yeah, he changed his tune quickly. There's something special about her that he figured out. I guess at least she left the stone behind. It's kind of funny he wouldn't have been more worried about that, but I guess after he figured out who she was, it was, the stone wasn't as important anymore. Certainly wanting to get this save in here so I don't have to do that again. Now, none of us have mastered the jobs we're on for now, so I think I'll just leave everybody here for a little while anyway and build them up until I get to the point where we're gonna be off the main story again, which I think I might get a chance to start doing some side quests pretty soon. But for now, yeah, I'm not gonna switch anything. We get thrust straight into another battle here. Probably put the time mage in the back. I can only use 4 here. For that matter, Wyatt's probably a better ninja than Mustadio right now. Or I could just go with straight up overpowering here. Try for that. Oh yeah, actually considering that, I think this is the right way to go for this fight now that I remember what it is here. Because this one, I remember having trouble with this too. It's not exactly a sure win. Especially the first time you go through it, because you probably don't realize what you gotta do, because I don't think it spells it out. Ooh, this is what I get? Revenge for kindness? Why do you think you're even still alive today? Because of me. I took you out of the garbage. Or did you forget that already? Revenge for kindness? You burned the village. You were the one who killed my parents. And you say it's revenge for kindness? No, it's justice. Justice? How can you kill me? I'm your father. I raised you. I'd like to see you try and kill me. Yeah, you can't. Do you know why? Because your body recalls the terror. Don't worry, that terror will gradually subside. Is that true? Is what you said true? You're turning on me too? You're both ingrates. I'll kill you. Stop it, Rafa. He took the bullet for her. Malik! Malik, are you alright? Rafa, Malik. Oh, you're Ramza. Don't move. Rafa, if you want to help Malik, bring the stone here. Malik should have it. Find it. That's right. Bring it to me. Hurry. Yeah. That's pretty strong to just pick him up and toss him like that. Can you hand me the stone? Marquis Elmdor? Why are you here? No, give it to me. Rafa, watch out. They are not human. So, you're Ramza, the heretic? I never really thanked you for doing me this favor. Thank you. I don't want to have to get rough like Vormov did. Please understand. Now, hand me the stone and I'll ask Vormov to return your sister. Where is Alma? Bring her back. Didn't you hear me? Give me the stone first. No, I won't. Are you abandoning her? I thought you came here to save her, knowing there'd be danger. Very well. I didn't want to get rough, but... Celia, lady, go ahead. That girl has the stone. Get it back. Yeah, so those are his assassins, I guess. Which I don't think that's a job class we get, whatever they are. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what they call him, but we'll see here. He's an Arc Knight. Which seems kind of like he has samurai type stuff, maybe. So, what it doesn't tell you here, or what I never saw initially at least, was that if you take care of him, that actually ends the fight. And these guys have some pretty nasty moves too. So I'm just gonna rush in. I think overall what we have to do is you have to protect Rafa. I think that's what it said to do, to save her to win the fight. But all you have to do is to defeat him to finish it. And yes, it has the other guys lining up on the other side of the roof. So I guess I should have had them line up towards the end. And what's she gonna do to help out? Well, she's gonna go after the assassins. Which doesn't really help me the most, and this might actually get her killed off here. Shadow Stitch. Okay, yeah, they do a lot of that, stopping us. And yes, it is just an assassin is the job. Okay. Got lucky there. That should be good enough to get me into position to finish this off. Because I think he'll run away now and that'll end it. I see why Ekplain and Velius were beaten. Celia, lady, retreat. Listen, Ramza. If you want our stone, come to Limburg Castle. We'll be waiting. Yeah, so what could be a tough fight, depending on how you play it, can end pretty quickly. Malik. Another 10,000 gil there. Brother, look. It's dawn. Remember how we used to chat till dawn about things? I wanted to travel with you. We were going to go to the Galthana's hometown after the war. Remember? Brother, say something. Alma. What's this? It's responding to Ratha's spirit. It grieves Malik's death. Wigris' despair and resentment summon Velius. Then, you too grieve his death? Thank you. No, Ratha, it's... Is it summoning another demon and now we're gonna have to fight Malik again? He hasn't really been on our side anyway. What? Brother? Malik? Rafa? Where am I? What happened? Brother. So glad. That hurts, Rafa. So yeah, not exactly what we would have expected there based upon how they've been interacting so far with the stones. This time it actually kind of just resurrected him, it seems like. Somebody called me. I don't know. I've never heard that voice. Yeah, and this is Malik's exposition. I think this is him talking to Rafa, maybe, but... The voice said, return to the ones with the right mind. The Zodiac Stone. Here? And now Ramzo's thoughts. I didn't think the god made holy stones, but more evil. Well, Lukave made them to land in this world. I guess it means whoever uses it will have to deal with the problem. Yeah, such slow scrolling dialogue there. Alma. And yeah, of course he's still worried about his sister. Tired of the standstill, the Hakutin tried to capture Bethla garrison by mobilizing the knights at the front. So now we have Rafa, Heaven Knight, which you can finally add to the party as a permanent character. She's not a guest anymore. And you get Malik, Hell Knight, to join up. I don't really remember ever using them too much, just because their main skills have those attacks that are area of effect, but they just hit random squares within the area effect, so you don't know if they're actually going to hit the enemies or not. So when they do hit, it can be pretty good because you can get multiple hits in, but it's too unreliable for me. And I believe that's the end of chapter 3. Or will be shortly, maybe? The corpses were crushed by something real powerful. Was your sister one of them? No, she wasn't. She was in this castle, probably gone now. Only 3 Shrine Knights were here, no one else. I killed the one who turned into Lucave. The other one, his Lude, was dead also. That means that the third one took my sister away? Maybe they went back to the main church at Morond. They're following the High Priest's orders, right? Then the knight who took your sister must have gone to Morond. You think so? I doubt the High Priest knows the stone's secret. Wigriff didn't know the secret until he contracted Velius. And I think that Islu died fighting Lucave. What do you mean? Secretly controlling the war to strengthen the church's power. I'm sure that's the High Priest's true ambition. But collecting the stones and using the Brave legend to use the people. You mean, even the High Priest's being used? Who took your sister away? I believe it was Volmov. He's probably behind it. What are you going to do? I'm going to see Delita and Zeltenia. The one who replaced Van Grims as leader of the Black Sheep Knights? Delita is being controlled by the church and the Shrine Knights. Does Delita know the truth about Vormov? Okay, yes. Chapter 4, Somebody to Love. A romantic. And we go into another cutscene at Zeltenia Castle. Welcome back, Father. Yes, how are you, Olin? Fine. How was the front? You know, it's really horrible. You have to keep an eye on your own men. My reputation is shot. Your reputation? What about Galtanis? Everyone says it's because of you that the other generals are still here. Pledging lifelong loyalty. That's the Orlando way. Watch what you say. I'm sorry. I'll be careful from now on. All right. What about the other matter? The crystal-like stone we found was found in Gaug. Another was found by the late Cardinal at the end of the war. The Shrine Knights have been active, but we don't know their plans yet. What about the spy we sent into Morond? Unfortunately, we'd like some proof of the High Priest's plot and move into peace. He's got a stone. They'll find out sooner or later. Then there will be a real war. Because the thousands dying hasn't been a real war? He's just saying it'll be nothing compared to the one coming, I guess. Alright, we got another branch going here. And from here now, there actually is a path to get over to Egress here if we want to. So the map is filling out a little bit more. Actually, from here, I don't think there's a lot more to unlock at this point. Just a few offshoots and stuff. And there is some that goes like down into this area, I think, but I don't think you really ever go farther east from here. Right. Might as well be a good time to catch up on the record here. Try and see if I can tell where I left off reading. I know we read that one. Let's just pick up here quick. Olin reappeared at Rainy Grog Hill. He was the son of Orlandu, leader of the Nanton. Olin also knew of the High Priest's desire for the stones. You felt powerless due to your inability to change the tide of war, but you drew strength from his words. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had read that. Rafa, the girl rescued at Yardau, spoke about the leader of Raelvanus and the man fighting for rule of the kingdom. She spoke about Barrington's ambitions and his atrocities. But her brother Malik, who wanted to help Barrington, asked for you and Rafa in exchange for Alma. Ambitions of Prince Barrington. At Raelvanus Castle, Barrington made an offer, getting Taurus and Scorpio from Islud and the Germanic scriptures. Barrington planned to use them to control the church. But since Vormov rejected his offer, Grand Duke became angry. Escaping Alma. Imprisoned at Raelvanus Castle, Alma thought about you. Suddenly a scream broke the silence. A Raelvanus knight fell in front of her and died, babbling in fear. Praying for him, she fearfully made her way out. Scars of a tragedy. Speechless from the tragedy at Raelvanus, Alma got the Pisces stone from Islud, who fell at the headquarters. When Vormov appeared and went after Alma, the Virgo stone began to shimmer. Seeing this, Vormov took Alma to a secret place. The other power. Malik, who came to save his sister, fell in Barrington's attack. The Scorpio stone began to glow in Rafa's hand. Remembering Uyghur's transformation, you felt the danger of Lucabe. But the stone didn't summon Lucabe. It called the spirit of Malik back to the world. Lying heart. There was no sign of Alma in the castle. The only thing left was the shining Pisces stone. Malik said, the power of the stone depends on the heart of he who uses it. Taking it, you remembered Alma. The war across the kingdom was facing a new chapter. Those who squirm in darkness. Getting information on Alma's location from Malik, you heard the name Vormov mentioned. It seems funeral was being used by Vormov to bring Vormov and his real intentions. To find Vormov and his real intentions, you began a trip to Zeltenia, where your friend Delita is. The man with the Holy Stone. Orlandu, returning to Zeltenia Castle from the front, was woken by Olan. Olan updated his father on incidents occurring in the kingdom, while searching for the stone, and the ambitions of the church and the Temple Knights. Staring at the Libra stone, Orlandu sensed the battles to come. Treasure now, we do have Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, and Pisces. Then we still have the scriptures. Now, I'm probably not going to use these two. At least not for now. But what I will do then is we will take off their equipment and see if it's helpful for anybody. Yeah, so 108 gems, that's one that I hadn't bought yet. So it cancels Undead, Bloodsuck, Frog, and Poison. It makes me think of Suikoden, because I believe that's a game that has the 108 Heroes of Destiny. So you can actually get 108 characters in your party in at least the first couple of games. I'm not sure where it goes after that. I've only played through the first two all the way. I tried to get through the third one and I didn't mind it, but for some reason I just kind of lost interest in the middle of it. I don't remember what section it was, but there was a certain point where I just kind of got bored with it. Eventually someday I'll try to pick it up and go through it again. I doubt if any of this equipment will probably be better for... Well, the Elf Mantle's an upgrade from the Wizard Mantle, I guess. And I got another one of those, I guess. Did they both have? No, they didn't both have those. No, I don't know where the other one came from then. And another one? How many Elf Mantles did I get? And they'll get the sprint shoes to him. That's fine. Let's just look at their abilities. What can he get as a Hell Knight? So, yeah. So, that's what he's got there. Or is her? Heaven Knight just has randomly attacks in effect range. That's what I was talking about. The randomness of it is what I don't like. Let's drop another save before I move on. And this is actually like a town, so I haven't stopped to read the rumors for a while either. Let's see if there's... That was the same as it was before, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure we'd read through this one too, but if you need to see it, you can pause the screen here. Future of the War 2, I believe, is new. Suffering through the long stalemate, Larg's army began to mobilize. Over 80% of the knights in the front line were Hokutan when the march on Bethla began. Bethla was a strategic location for the invasion of Zeltenia. Occupying this area would mean an abundant food supply. This would either make or break the war effort for either side. Monster in Riovanus Castle. There was an incident of an attack by an unidentified monster at Lionel Castle, but now it has occurred again at Riovanus Castle, home of Duke Barrington. Victims of the incident are said to number over 500. The image of people's crushed heads were etched into the minds of those who saw it. Yeah, 500, so yeah, quite a bit of destruction. Any propositions? Nothing I'm gonna look into there. Now what about shops? We do have 47,000, but at this point in the game, that's going to go pretty quickly if they have new stuff. Not for him. Okay, they have new knight stuff. Carabini Mail, Platina Shield, and Ice Brand. And I guess I can get another Morning Star. Let's see if I'm able to afford all that first. Okay, that wipes me out. Just getting Agrius's upgrades. Let me check out the items though, I guess, before I move on. Nothing new that I haven't had access to. So we want to get to The Imperial Capital, I think, is what they said. Or no, I have to get to Zeltania, yeah, so that's the next step in the main game. Although, I think this is the time to start a side quest, but I gotta get all the way to Yawgmosheen City for that. I'll try to make the trip there. See how many fights we have to get into on the way. My team should be pretty well able to handle anything now. I'm gonna have to skip a few characters in between now, though, since Rafa and Malik got put in there. And even though I probably won't use them, I'm also not going to dismiss them, just because they are unique characters with unique job classes. Tend to try to hold on to all those. And some characters you need for some of the side quests. Like, well, the most important one is Mustadio. You need him to trigger most of the side quests where you can get optional characters. And those are pretty much the only side quests that I'm going to worry about picking up. I guess let's just head right in. This will open me up to getting attacked, probably, because their turns will get in range, but I think we'll survive easily enough anyway. And then maybe my counterattacks will take them out anyway. Yeah, kind of like that. Alright. Just took the first hit on that guy since it was such a good one. Yeah, these guys are just purposely walking into my meat grinder. I don't think we really need you to do anything. We'll just let you wait. Is this the only one that's left already? Yeah, I guess so. That was pretty quick. Most of it was from counterattacks, so I didn't get a lot of experience or job points. But we get the money, and at this point I do need to make some money. Let's see how many... Actually, let's stop and look here. This was a place that sold ninja stuff, I think, so... Yeah, there's an upgrade there. Let's do fitting room and see if that's better than the Morning Stars. No, but they have earth clothes. How much? I can do that for one more. I guess Mustadio's lucky day. Now let's see if I can get here without fights. Yep. So, no money though. I need to avoid 2 areas to get here without fighting. Hey, we made it. And yeah, it'll automatically trigger a scene then. I think you have to be in chapter 4 though for this to activate. This is what you found in the drift? Yes, I started digging last week at drift number 57. I tried to take it apart, but I don't know what to prod where. What is this steel ball? What is this? Did it respond to the stone? What's this mark? And yes, I think that's supposed to represent the zodiac sign. I'm not that familiar with those, but I'm pretty sure the one we need for this is Aquarius, so that must be the sign for Aquarius. And it's just telling you that, well, once you find the Aquarius stone, try coming back here. One thing I'm not sure about is if you could just find the stone. I'll have to look at my notes, I don't remember. If it's something that you can only trigger the fight for the stone after you've seen that scene? Probably. I think either way though, I need to move on with the story. And wow, we actually got all the way back here without running into another fight. Kinda surprised. It took the whole route to go to Gaug and back, and we only had one fight? Well, let's go to Dagwola Pass. And that means there's going to be a fight. Yeah, let's move him over there, maybe. I'm gonna have to see what this one looks like before I remember really what's going on here. We'll try to get through this one for today yet. Depending on how the fight goes, it might take me a little longer than... Okay, I remember this one could be a little tough. We do have a couple of Lancers, a Knight, a couple of Wizards, and an Archer. As long as we're here, you cannot pass. You shall not pass. Okay. Thanks, Gandalf. Well, we're kind of getting right into the action here, but let's see if going beside the Knight lets me get a good hit in. Yeah, got one of them. And he can probably get up here and take this Wizard out. Okay, not quite. Not the hardest hits, but at least we got in. Let's see how much damage he does to my ninjas. Okay, well, gives me a chance for counterattack at least. I'm hoping I can get rid of that guy before his spell goes off. Hogan the Wizard here. And let's see what the Lancers do. Well, he made a mistake and he moved right next to Mustadio to try to hit him, which they don't need to do. Didn't get the counter on that guy. At least we did on the first one. Well, for what she has in her range here, I guess we'll just... wanted to try to take care of this. Okay, that'll hit him. So we can take him off the board. Let's move in there so it gets her too, or him. I think it's the clothing for the Time Mage. It makes me think it looks like a woman, but that's actually the male version of it. I keep calling Jeremy a girl. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Actually, yeah, I thought he was targeting Wyatt, so I figured he's gonna hit him. At least I'll let him hit his own guy too. Yeah, that second hit was kind of shitty. Should be enough there. Just one Lancer and a Wizard left. And so far, I've had Wyatt get taken down, which probably try to take care of that here. Hopefully that's close enough. Damn it. Let's just wait. And this guy might try to take Mustadio out. Ah, that was close. %67%. I guess we'll try it. Could actually get behind this guy and still be on the top level, huh? That doesn't look like very good footing for Ramza here, but I'll take it. Hopefully this hits. Okay. And he gets to go next. So maybe I'll get a chance to take this Lancer out here. Only 63%. But we got him. I guess we'll see if she can revive Mustadio before Ramza finishes off the archer. Use up those high potions here. Alright, good enough. Yeah, that was a pretty quick fight with ninjas here. Alright, got diamond armor and another 3,000 gil. So fairly lucrative fight as well. Okay, quick before we end for the day, let me check out my ability points and see if I can learn anything. He's over 300 there, but I think I'll hold off on that. Yeah, let's just go with the ninja. Can't quite do 2 swords, but I can get abandon and the rest of these to the point where all he needs to master it is 2 swords. Let's just keep going on these for him. Time mage, got enough for anything significant? I suppose let's get slow too. Or demi too. I'm probably more likely to use slow too. I'll try to master it and get all of them anyway eventually, but for now, let's go with that. Let's just get that while we have 500 points. Okay, yep, he's got a little farther than Ramza, but he's getting there too. I got a red chocobo. Well, since we have 2 black ones, I'll let one of them go as long as their abilities are the same, which I'm assuming they are. Yeah. This one has lower bravery. Let's get rid of that one. And what are the abilities for this one then? Choco Attack, Choco Ball, and Choco Meteor. Yeah, so out of the Chocobos, I would say the red ones are probably my favorite, just because they do have like Choco Ball and Choco Meteor to start off with. I wish they had Choco Cure, but I think you could probably teach that to them eventually. If you get like that one skill from Hunter, I think, where you can teach him monster stuff. And eventually you get to the point where your inventory of people is full, so you have to start letting people go. I don't know if it's like if I had 3 more here on the next level that fills it out, or if I get another level available. I think I get another level available yet. But yeah, eventually I probably will let all but Boko go, just because I want to keep this slots open. Alright, so we got through Darguala Pass, I think that's how you would say it. Next we'll move on to Vervenia Free City. Then we got the Fineth River, and then Zoltinia Castle. So that'll be the plan starting next time, because we are going to call it here for today. I will also check my notes and make sure that I know what I got to do next for the side quests, but you have to progress part of the way through level, or chapter 4 at least, to be able to unlock all the stuff. I think you could do most of the side quest stuff as far as extra characters in Chapter 4, though. Or at least I know you can get a significant chunk of it done. I won't spoil who the characters are, but we will pick them up. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you've been enjoying the content so far, please like, comment, and subscribe or follow. And we'll catch you next time.